Sebastian Vettel won 4 Formula One world titles before he turned 27 and holds a record for the 3rd most consecutive wins in F1 history. But off track, his taste in cars is just as precise as his turns. His collection features some of the rarest, most valuable machines on the planet. In today's video, we'll look at the top 10 cars in Vettel's garage that come with absolutely insane price tags. Number 10, Infiniti FX Vettel Edition, €120,000. Starting off the top 10 with this special car. No, it's not the priciest. No, it doesn't have the most horsepower, but it might be the rarest and most Vettel car on this list. The Infiniti FX Vettel Edition. Only 150 units were made, and this one was built with direct input from Sebastian himself during his time as a Red Bull racing driver. Based on the FX50S, features a 5-liter V8 producing 420 horsepower, upgraded aerodynamics, carbon fiber parts, and of course, Vettel badging all over. While originally launched around €120,000, examples today, especially Vettel's personal car, could be worth even more, depending on mileage and condition. It's a quirky, incredibly rare piece of F1 history. Number 9, Nissan GT-R Black Edition, €250,000. Vettel's 2012 Nissan GT-R Black Edition isn't just rare, it's practically frozen in time. He bought it new, tucked it away like a secret, and over a decade it racked up a grand total of just 150 kilometers. It's not a typo. We're talking delivery mileage territory. Now it's being listed for a jaw-dropping €250,000, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. While it might seem like an oddball in a sea of Ferraris and Aston Martins, its near-mint condition and unique backstory turned it into a unicorn. For GT-R enthusiasts and motorsports fans alike, it's basically a showroom-quality legend with Formula One heritage baked right in. Hey, if you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way. Let's continue this wild tour of Sebastian Vettel's garage with a true modern classic. Number 8, BMW Z8 Roadster, €250,000. Number 8, let's talk about the BMW Z8, a car that quietly turned into a modern classic almost overnight. This wasn't some retro experiment gone wrong. It was a high-stakes homage to the iconic BMW 507 of the 1950s, wrapped in early 2000s cool. But beyond the nostalgic design cues and polished aluminum bodywork, the Z8 packed serious hardware. BMW dropped this 4.9-liter naturally aspirated V8 from the legendary E59 M5 under the hood, giving it 400 horsepower and a 6-speed manual gearbox. That means it didn't just look good parked, it actually moved like a proper performance car. Production numbers stayed low, with only around 5,700 units ever made. Even without a celebrity connection, that kind of exclusivity has collectors circling like hawks. Now add Sebastian Vettel to the story, an F1 champion known for his taste and mechanical sympathy, and the car becomes even more desirable, one that's barely been driven. That's a €250,000 machine easy. Number 7, Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG Black Series, €315,000. Sebastian Vettel's Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG Black Series is more than a car. It's a time capsule from an era when AMG went all out, no filters. Gifted to Vettel after his victory at the inaugural 2009 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, this isn't just a collector's car, it's a piece of motorsport memorabilia tied to a defining moment in F1 history. Only 350 units were ever produced, and Vettel's personal example has clocked just 2,816 kilometers in total, making it a near pristine gem with incredible provenance. Beneath the carbon fiber bodywork lies a monstrous 6-liter twin turbocharged V12, hand-built to unleash 670 horsepower. It was AMG at full throttle, uncompromising, intimidating, and bred to be bold. This wasn't made for comfort, it was made to dominate the road. Lightweight panels, flared arches, and hardcore tuning made it a standout even among performance elites. Now commanding a price tag of around €315,000, it's not just about exclusivity or performance, it's about who owned it and what it represents. With Vettel's name attached to it, this SL65 Black Series becomes even more desirable for collectors chasing speed, scarcity, and a link to one of F1's most legendary drivers. This car ticks every box. Number 6, Ferrari 458 Speciale, €450,000. At number 6 is the Ferrari 458 Speciale, and boy does it live up to its name in every sense. This isn't some limited edition showpiece with fancy trim. It represents the final chapter in Ferrari's naturally aspirated V8 legacy. The 4.5-liter V8 engine revs to a sky-splitting 9,000 RPM and churns out 597 horsepower, all without turbos. hybrid systems, or software wizardry getting in the way. That raw, high-revving experience is the reason collectors obsess over this model. Now factor in Vettel. As a former Scuderia Ferrari driver, he didn't grab any off-the-lot example. His 458 Speciale reportedly includes a few personal touches that elevate it beyond showroom spec. Combine that with Ferrari's already limited production and the fact that this was the last mid-engine, naturally aspirated V8 Ferrari ever produced, and the value skyrockets. Today, regular examples fetch between 450 and 550,000 euro, but Vettel's car, with its pristine condition and racing pedigree, could easily fetch higher. Collectors pay attention when a four-time world champion owns a car, especially one as raw and significant as this. The 458 Speciale is a piece of Ferrari history with Vettel's name woven into its story. Salivating over Sebastian Vettel's collection already? Buckle up as we enter his 5 biggest cars. Number 5, Ferrari F12 TDF, 835,000 euro. Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari F12 TDF is an automotive relic with Formula One DNA stamped all over it. Delivered in 2016, the car is finished in a rare and striking spec, featuring violet accents that break away from the typical Ferrari red, giving it an instantly recognizable presence. But the details are what elevate it. Inside, Vettel's personal touches are everywhere, from the custom embroidery of his name to the carbon fiber engine cover signed by his Ferrari pit crew. This isn't some showroom queen dressed up with gimmicks. It's a car tied to real racing heritage. With only 738 kilometers on the odometer, it's barely been driven, making it a time capsule of Maranello engineering and F1 prestige. While 799 F12 TDF units were built globally, none carry the same story as Vettel's. Its 835,000 euro price tag reflects far more than exotic performance. It's about a direct line to a 4-time F1 world champion, the exclusivity of a race-bred machine, and a piece of Ferrari history parked under one man's name. For collectors, it's not just a fast car, it's one of the rarest combinations of provenance and performance you could ask for in the modern Ferrari era. Number 4, Aston Martin V12 Speedster, 1.1 million euro. Jumping over to Aston Martin now, and we're talking serious collector energy. The V12 Speedster is one of the wildest cars in Vettel's garage and a proper unicorn. No roof, no windscreen, all action. It's raw, brutal, and engineered for pure sensation. Underneath that sleek, jet fighter-inspired body is a 5.2-liter twin-turbocharged V12, producing a thunderous 700 horsepower. This car just doesn't move, it erupts. Only 88 were ever built for the entire planet. Every single unit was accounted for the moment Aston Martin announced it. That's how rare and in demand this thing is. Vettel secured his around the time he signed with Aston Martin's F1 squad, likely part of the welcome package or just another perk of being one of the sport's biggest names. What makes it even more special is how extreme it is. It's filled with carbon fiber and built for those who want the driving experience in its most unfiltered form. Prices hover around 1.1 million euro, assuming you can even track one down. It's so rare that spotting one in real life feels like catching a glitch in the Matrix. Vettel's example only adds to its prestige, making this one of the boldest and most valuable pieces in his already insane collection. Number 3, Ferrari LaFerrari, 3.1 million euro. Next up, LaFerrari, and yes, the name carries the weight you'd expect. This was Ferrari's first ever hybrid hypercar, part Formula One tech lab, part performance icon. What made it so special wasn't just the badge or the jaw-dropping design, it was how effortlessly it blended a 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 with an electric motor to unleash a staggering 950 horsepower. That combination gave it a neck-snapping acceleration and one of the most thrilling soundtracks in modern motoring. Now, picture this car in the hands of a 4-time world champion. Sebastian Vettel, while driving for Ferrari, didn't pass up the chance to own one of these. And you better believe it wasn't some off-the-shelf spec either. With just 499 LaFerrari coupes ever made, each one's already a high-end collectible, but Vettel's? That's in another league. The launch price was about 1 million euro, but today, with its history and flawless upkeep, it's valued around 3.1 million euro or more. Collectors are obsessed with examples that have pedigree, and this one has it in spades. Factory options, limited mileage, and owned by one of Ferrari's top drivers. This LaFerrari isn't just rare, it's untouchable. A flagship car from a flagship era owned by a flagship driver. Number 2, 2004 Ferrari Enzo, 3.8 million euro. Sticking with Ferrari for a second, let's talk about the absolute jaw-dropper that is the Enzo. This wasn't a normal supercar. It was Ferrari's engineering flex for the early 2000s. A wild carbon fiber rocket built to honor the brand's founder, Enzo Ferrari. Came equipped with a 6-liter naturally aspirated V12 that screamed to the heavens with 651 horsepower. Paddle shifters, carbon ceramic brakes, and an F1-inspired layout gave it razor-sharp performance and track-honed responses. The design language? Aggressive, angular, and unmistakably Ferrari. Every panel looked like it was drawn in a wind tunnel, and the signature nose instantly reminded fans of Maranello's Formula One heritage. Vettel owning one makes perfect sense, as he was Ferrari's golden boy in Formula One for years, and the Enzo represents the ultimate symbol of the brand's road car prowess. Only 400 were ever made, which makes it ultra-exclusive even by Ferrari standards. Today, depending on condition and mileage, the Enzo regularly sells north of €3.8 million. That figure continues to rise as collectors scramble for untouched examples. With Sebastian Vettel's name attached to it, you can bet it's worth even more. It's not just a car, it's a rolling tribute to legacy, performance, and automotive obsession. Ready to have your jaw drop? Because now we enter insane territory with Vettel's number one car. Number 1, McLaren F1, €22 million. The McLaren F1 is one of those cars that sits in a completely different league. A mechanical icon built with zero compromises, and yes, Sebastian Vettel reportedly owns one. Produced in the 90s, this was McLaren's moonshot into the road car world. It featured a 6.1-liter BMW-sourced V12, a naturally aspirated masterpiece that delivered raw power and sounds like nothing else on the road. One of its most striking features was the unique 3-seat layout, with the driver seated dead center for perfect weight balance and visibility. Only 106 of these were ever made, and each one is now treated like automotive royalty. Back in its heyday, the McLaren F1 smashed records with a top speed of over 370 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest production car of its time. Today, it's among the most valuable cars on the planet, with auction prices routinely crossing €22 million for pristine examples. Now throw in Vettel's name on the ownership papers, and this already legendary car becomes a collector's holy grail. His connection to the F1 only adds to its mystique, making it even more desirable to enthusiasts and investors alike. This isn't just a McLaren, it's the definition of unobtainable perfection with a side of F1 greatness. Which of Sebastian Vettel's prized possessions wowed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way.